Super and Easy here, and before we start our Let's Play of Pokemon Red and Yellow, I'm gonna have to pick out my team. Now, I already decided what to do with the Yellow team, and I'll tell you during the when I talk about it. But this is for Pokemon Red. Now I was thinking, should I pick my favorites? Should I use Pokemon I've never used before? Should I use the Pokemon I had when I was 10 when I was playing the game, when I first played the game? And I decided, you know what? I'll have the Let's Play head decide. Now, there are no legendaries. Since I'm using an emulator, there would be no trait evolutions, so I'd have to use Kadabra, Machoke, Haunter, and Graveler. I cannot use Alakazam, Machamp, Gengar, or Golem. Um, Also, I can't have Pokemon of the same type on my team. I mean, in Generation 1, there were 15 types, and we have 6 slots, so the most we're going to use is 12 types. And I just, I realize that there's a chance I might not have a starter in here. There's a chance I might not have one of the 3 starters on my team because of this. But who knows, I'm probably going to use Pokemon I've never had before on my team. So let's decide, let's play hat. And our first party member is, and just so you know, these Pogs I'm using are from an old board game in the 90s called Pokemon Master Trainer. It was a board game I had as a kid. Of course, here's the thing: the board version, the box I have right now, is actually not the one I had as a kid. I lost game pieces when I was a kid, and I had to throw it out. The one I have right now is actually from a garage sale that has all of its pieces. How can you play a Pokemon game when you don't have all the Pokemon Pogs? So I've drawn out my first one, and it's Scyther. That's our first party member right there. Of course, there are some negatives of having Scyther, and I'll probably talk about it in the Let's Play. And our second party member is... Wait, is that Pokemon in red? Oh yeah, you can catch the first stage in red, so... the Pokemon in here are in red version, not in, It's I didn't include any Pokemon in blue version, so... Only red version here. So when I saw it, I was like, is this in red version? Yes, it is in red version. It's Slowbro. This is our water type and our psychic type. Which means we can't have Blastoise now, can we? Oh, jeez! I mean, I guess I have to find a way to plan a moveset with this Pokemon. But this is a Pokemon that is said not to be good in earlier generations. It's Flareon. That's gonna be our fire type, apparently. We have a bug flying type. We have water type. We have fire type. Let's see what we have now. Actually, we have 5 types now, which means there are 10 more types to go. Oh, we can't use this one because we already have Scyther on our team. It's Parasect. We can't use it because we have a bug type already. I think it would have been interesting if I did. Okay, here we have a type that... Here's a type combination we don't have yet. It's Rhydon, Rock Ground type. That's our fourth Pokemon. see what our last two Pokemon are. And our last two party members. Huh. Should I include this one in my team? Since I have Scyther, which is a flying type, I believe. This is a flying type too. Let's see, what? We don't have a grass type, and we don't have electric type. And we also don't have... And we have 7 types right now, and 2 slots. There are 8 other types, and this is a normal type as well, but it's a flying type. You know what? Because I have Scyther, I can't have another flying type. So we can't have Furo. We already have a water type on the team, so we can't have Tentacruel. And we have our starter, Venusaur, grass poison type. There we go. Now, time for our last one. We have Bug Flying, Water Psychic, Fire, Rock Ground, and Grass Poison. We have 9 types there, and there's 6 other types we haven't have yet. So let's see here. We have Venusaur, which is our poison type, so we can't have Muck. I thought this would be very easy, but I realized I can't have certain Pokemon because double types. Again, a poison type. Haunter. Nope. Oh. Okay, come on. We have our last party member, Primeape. It's a fighting type. So, to review, our team is Venusaur, Primeape, Scyther, Slowbro, Flareon, and Rhydon. Hey everyone, Super Easy here with the Let's Play of Pokemon Red version. So I'm actually doing some post-recording for the video because when I set up the video app, I minimized it, and I didn't realize, like, oh, as soon as I minimize the video app, it stops recording the video. So I have to keep that in mind, not to minimize the, the camera app to make sure it actually records. So I'm actually doing some video commentary here. Now, there's like a part where Professor Oak called himself the Pokemon Prof, and I'm like, what is a prof? And actually, I have a dictionary here. Dictionary. So, for this Let's Play, I decided to use my actual first name, which is Nathan. And then the rival comes up. I'm gonna look up the word prof, because I need to know what prof is. Ah, it's right there. Also, I decided to give my rival the same name as my cousins. When I first played Pokemon Red as a kid, I usually would play Pokemon with my cousin Joshua, so I named my rival Joshua. According to the dictionary, it could either be an abbreviation for professor. Okay, prof is either like short for professor or professional. So yeah, I guess when Professor All called himself the Pokemon Prof, he is Pokemon Professor. Ooh. And here I noticed that the player was playing the Super Nintendo, and I was thinking, maybe I'll do a Super Nintendo game for Let's Play next. You know, after this one. I actually do have some names here, including like a few Super Nintendo games right here. So maybe they'll be in the Let's Play hat next time. And I also got a potion from the PC here. That is very important to pick that up. And on the TV, they were playing the movie Stand By Me, which is actually based off the Stephen King novel called The Body, but they changed it to Stand By Me because people would be like, wait, there's this movie based on a Stephen King novel called The Body? It must be a horror movie. When in actuality, it wasn't. It was just this growing up life of style story. So there's a reason why they changed it to Stand By Me. Man, I really must have talked it out. And here she is, the mom, telling you that it's time for kids to leave because the TV said so. Although nowadays, the TV's telling you not to leave the house. Although, I guess as I was recording this, some people are getting tired of staying inside their houses and actually want to leave. You go into this lab here, and your rival tells you that Professor is around, so you have to leave the lab and you have to find him. Of course, the only way to get Professor Oak to come is you have to go into the grass. And he'll tell you, hey, wait, I'll go. Yeah, this is the only episode where I'm going to do some video commentary for Pokemon Red, but after this, I'm going to have to do some actual, you know, it's like I'm going to have to record myself while actually playing the game for Pokemon Red. That's what I was supposed to do. Hey, Pet Cat.
Oh look, this big baby. Look at this big baby.
So here I am, picking between my three starters. The three starters here. Charmander, which is more offensive. Squirtle is like it balances both defense and offensive. While Bulbasaur, the grass starter, is defensive.
Very, aren't you?
And I decided to name Bulbasaur Russell, as in like Brussels sprouts. Which I have to say, growing up, I did not like Brussels sprouts. I guess I was just never eating them. I just never liked eating them whole. And it wasn't until like earlier this year when I tried a Bob's Burger recipe, where I cooked bacon first, and I chopped up the Brussels sprouts, and I brought them in the bacon grease, along with some chopped up pistachios. The Bob's Burger recipe was called Do the Brussels Burger. Although I don't like burgers, so I used a chicken patty instead and made like a chicken sandwich. I'm covered in hair. Okay, it's time to put you down. Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. Gotta let go. Yep. I don't see any hair in my water. Set that one. Also, I realized that this was like a growl match right here. And he did that critical hit on me. I'm like, I better lower his attack. But I must have. Maybe it was like after this turn. I was like, I don't want another critical hit, so I decided to do another growl. Eh. And this battle really dragged on. Because we used growl at each other so much, and growl lowers the attack stat, and tackle and scratch are both physical attacks. And that's something you have to keep in mind. Like, there's physical moves and special moves. You know. Like a move like growl lowers the attack stat, and you don't have to rely on physical moves. There's in the first generation, there are only 4 stats. Yeah, 4. Attack, defense, speed, and special. Special is a combination of special attack and special defense. It's a shared type, you know, this shared stat. Then it's split into 2 different stats until Generation 2. So as of right now, like, there is only, you know, the special stat. Attack relies on, like, the physical elements, such as, like, normal fighting rock, while defense, you know, is based on the attack stat, like, how much you can protect yourself, or how much damage you receive from attacks, you know, based on the attack. While special is pretty much based on elemental types. Like fire, grass, water, those are considered special types, and they affect the special stat. So something that is not like considered elemental, like fighting, rock, bug, and normal, that affects the attack and defense stat. That's the way I remember it. Talk to this guy and he will give you a free potion. And of course the speed stat will decide who goes first in a battle. The higher the Pokemon speed, the sooner it will go and like the faster it will be in battle. And speed actually does affect something as well, critical hits. Usually in later Pokemon games, critical hits are pretty much random, but in Generation 1, it's affected by a speed stat. So the faster the Pokemon is, the higher speed, the more likely they'll do a critical hit. They changed that. You go into the market first, the mart here, the Pokemon first, and this guy will give you a parcel you could take back to Professor Oak. Since I'm so used to playing Generation 1 so many times, you know, I could just go through this game without a guide. And I decided to take a shortcut from jumping off ledges. Which people are like, oh, how come you get to step down them, but you can't go up them? I'm like wondering, well, maybe they're like a certain height up, where it's easy to go down, but it's not easy to go back up. Like, there's only so much you could lift your leg to take a step up. Actually, it was dislocated a leg because I tried, stepping onto the back of a truck. Not a pickup truck, but like, a big truck that like requires these, like, a big truck. I tried stepping in the back of that truck like that, and I dislocated a joint in my leg. No, it was cartilage. I dislocated cartilage in my knee, and I had to wear a leg brace for like a month, or like 2 months actually. Like 1 or 2 months. I had to wear a leg brace. So main reason, like, you can jump down ledges, but you can't go back only is because you have to know your limit of taking that step up. Although they don't usually portray that in the games, even now that we're in 3-dimensional. That here you can get the town map that shows you the entire map of the Kanto region that you're in. I'm pretty sure that most people who play this game don't pick it up because it takes up item space in the back, but I always usually do, because I was thinking maybe there's a reason why you should pick up the town map. Yeah, this was a game I played a lot when I was 10. And I was like a huge Pokemon fan. And I played Pokemon until I was like around 12, because there was like that point where Pokemon was considered bad and not a game series. And there was like a period of time where I didn't play Pokemon again until I was in college. So, like, you know what? I actually missed the Pokemon series, and I decided to treat it as more game series rather than just a fad. And here I realized, like, am I trying to level up? Because there was like a point I have to realize, like, wait, I don't have any Pokeballs. Yeah. I think what it was, I was like looking for, Rattata and Pidgey of a certain level until I have to realize, like, oh yeah, I don't have any Pokeballs. Because unlike other generations... Oh yes, I have to talk about this guy. Because I didn't interact with him when he was lying on the ground. And I was like, oh wait, I didn't talk about this guy. Because here's the thing, in the Japanese version, this guy was drunk, like he had a hangover, and he refuses to let you pass until his hangover is gone. Of course, they can't have, like, a drunk person in a Pokemon game, so they changed it so he refuses to get off the road until he has his coffee. No joke. And this guy been drinking last night, Yeah, here you have an option to talk to him, and there's like an option he will show you how to catch a Pokemon. I decided not to, because like, I'm thinking, I'm gonna have to catch a Pokemon after this. Up here, there is a hidden potion. You have to you have to interact with the left side of that cuttable tree. You have to go around, and you have to interact with the left side of the tree. I don't know why you can't do it from the right side, it has to be from the left. Did I pick up any Pokeballs? I must have done it and I was not looking at the camera. And I'm not looking at the game footage right now. I guess I picked up some Pokeballs. Not this probably the moment when I realized I didn't pick up any Pokeballs. Okay. That's the thing. This, it's like Generation 1 is the only one where they don't give you free Pokeballs in the beginning. You actually have to buy Pokeballs at the market first. So I have to buy 5 here. But in like Generation 2 onward, they give you free Pokeballs. But not in Gen 1. Seems kind of a dick move if you think about it. But you know that has to be something you have to think about. When you're playing in Generation 1 games, like you actually have to buy Pokeballs. And I come across a level 5 Pidgey, and here's the thing, I wanted to make sure I catch at least a level 4 Pokemon. I didn't want to go for trouble of leveling up level 2 or level 3 Pidgey or Rattata, so it was like, I'm gonna look for like a level 4 or level 5 Rattata or Pidgey. And the first Pokemon I come across was like a level 5 Pidgey here. And I caught it. And here in the red version, I decided to give all my Pokemon a nickname. So I decided to give Pidgey here a nickname, PG. I think I was about to catch that Rattata and then I realized, it's level 3. I'm gonna wait for like a level 4 or level 5. And then here I come across a level 4 Weedle. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna catch that Weedle. And here's like one of the first version differences of red and blue, and that's the fact that in the red version, you're more likely to find Weedle, while in the blue version, you're more likely to find Caterpie. Now, Weedle and Caterpie can be found in both red and blue versions. It's just that one is more common in one version than the other. So, like, here's the thing, in red version, Weedle is more common, Caterpie is more common in blue. And while I was recording, I had a hard time finding a Caterpie. By the way, I nicknamed Weedle Venus. There's a joke in there. And once I actually caught my Caterpie off camera, and I nicknamed it Dennis. And it took me a while to find that Caterpie in the Viridian Forest. You can't find Caterpie out here in grass in the red version, only in the blue version. But actually, I had to go into the Viridian Forest to find Caterpie, but it took me a while to find Caterpie. And I caught the first Caterpie that I found. Like, I don't care if it was like a level 4 or 5, just as long as I catch it, because Caterpie is rare in the red version. And the thing is, like, even though I record like what Pokemon are gonna be in my team, or like what are the confirmed Pokemon in my team, you know, before I recorded this. But I want to make sure I have a full team of 6. Because it will be trouble if I have just, you know, only confirmed party members. I know that there are people out there who do Let's Plays who only have the Pokemon they plan on having in their parties in their team. But for me, I always want to have a team of 6. You know, and that's how it is. And like, here's the thing, Pokemon is an RPG. And sometimes when you get new party members, you gotta swap out your old ones. Sometimes you gotta have a full team. And here I caught a level 4 Rattata. and I decided to reference The Princess Bride and nickname it ROUS, Rodent of Unusual Size. I decided to heal up first before I go to Viridian Forest. I decided to talk to this girl and it's like, did you get one? Yes, I did. I did get a Rattata. And the first thing I decided to do in this forest is find an antidote hidden in the tree. I wonder how many people know that antidote hidden in the tree. There's a free Pokeball, so just in case you didn't buy any Pokeballs, there's a free one. Although they do give you enough money to buy some Pokeballs. Like, I bought 5, which is enough to, have an entire team. For the time being. And there's Kakuna. And the thing is, you can find both Kakuna and Metapod in this forest. And the thing is, Kakuna and Metapod are really hard to take down because they keep using Harden, which raises their defense. And since defense affects the attack stat, you can't use physical attacks on a Kakuna or Metapod, or it's going to take you forever to take one down. You have to use special attacks to take down Metapod and Kakuna. Well, it's easier to take down Kakuna and Metapod with a special attack. Luckily, there is a Pokemon found in the Viridian Forest that does have a special type move. And I'm pretty certain I'll find it here. Like I said, it took me a while to find Caterpie, and I actually had to stop recording just so I could find Caterpie off camera. And here's Pikachu. Pikachu is a special attacker. He has a special move, which is Thunder Shock, which can make it easier to level grind on Kakuna and Metapod. So if you need to level grind, you can always switch over to Pikachu whenever you come across a Kakuna and Metapod to gain some levels. That's something I usually do to level grind here in Viridian Forest. Is I'll have some other Pokemon up front, and whenever I come across a Kakuna or Metapod, switch over to Pikachu. Pikachu will use Thunder Shock, and we'll just take down the Pokemon down in a few turns. So while Kakuna and Metapod will just waste their turn using Harden to increase their defense, I'll just use a special attack like Thunder Shock, just take it down a few turns. Because if I use a physical attack, it's going to take forever to take down Kakuna and Metapod. And since Pikachu is the mascot of the series, I nicknamed Pikachu Mascot. Since I'm wasting my time searching for Caterpie, I decided to stop recording for Pokemon Red, and now we're going to switch over to Pokemon Yellow. Over in Pokemon Yellow, this is what I want to do with Pokemon Yellow. I just want to show some short clips while doing some post-video recording commentary for Yellow. So while I'm doing live commentary for Pokemon Red, it's post-commentary for Yellow. Because it's like, I don't want to do another Let's Play in the future of just Pokemon Yellow when I already did a Generation 1 game. And I know there are people out there that treat Yellow as the same game as Red, Blue. And yes, that is kind of true, since they're both Generation 1, since they're both 8-bit Game Boy games that are like Red, Blue, and Yellow are 8-bit, Game Boy games. There is a difference with Pokemon Yellow, considering that Yellow has differences in trainer battles, as well as some gym leader battles, and some Pokemon locations, and I do have to talk about some of those differences. In Yellow, you don't start with Bulbasaur, Charmander, or Squirtle, you start with Pikachu, since this is the version based on the anime, where Ash started with Pikachu. Rival has Eevee, which is reflected in the Nintendo Switch remakes Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, where depending on the version you start, if you had Let's Go Pikachu, you start with Pikachu. If you had Let's Go Eevee, you start with Eevee. Your rival would either have an Eevee or a Pikachu, depending which version you got. Yeah, and here with Pokemon Yellow, your rival starts with Eevee. And the Eevee will evolve into either Flareon, Vaporeon, or Jolteon, depending on your actions on the certain battle. And I'll talk about its evolution when I get to there. I went over to east of Viridian City to get to Route 22, I believe, to catch Mankey, Nidoran female, and Nidoran male. I will talk more about Road 22 until I get there in Pokemon Red version, because I am going to come back to Road 22 in Red, Pokemon Red version, Yellow version anyway. But I did go over to Viridian Forest, and I do have to talk about the version differences between Red and Blue, as well as Pokemon Yellow, because here's the thing. In Viridian Forest, in Red and Blue, you can catch Weedle, but in Weedle and Kakuna, but in Pokemon Yellow version, you can't catch Weedle and Kakuna. I guess the justifiable reason was because Weedle. Actually, I think it's because in the Pokemon anime, Beedrill was just this violent Pokemon, and I guess they just don't want trainers to catch a Beedrill in Pokemon Yellow version because Ash didn't catch a Beedrill when he first explored Kanto. Also, in the Viridian Forest, there is a rare chance you can catch a Pidgeotto. It's very rare. Just about the justifiable reason for this because Ash caught a Pidgeotto in Viridian Forest in the anime, so it's like, hey, you can catch a Pidgeotto in the Viridian Forest as well. It's going to be underleveled, it's going to be like, but it's also very rare. And that is the version differences between, the yellow version from Red and Blue. So hopefully you guys can watch more of my Pokemon Let's Play on this channel. If there's anyone watching, please subscribe, like the video, and have a nice day. Bye.